Hello, everybody. How is everyone tonight? Oh, AJ's Retro is here. Hi, Julie. How are you? I'm excited about our little chat earlier about Kathie Winkle, and we'll be sharing some of your goodies too with everybody. It'll be great. Did you have a good Christmas? Oh, wow. Lots of people here. So, who have we got? We've got Helen Booty. Hi, Helen. Nice to see you. And Debbie from Chicago. Great. Sandy. Hi, Sandy. It's Trish, right? Trisha. Great. Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm so glad you had a good holiday. Yeah, it was different, right? It was quiet. Hey, Julie. Hi. Nice to see you. Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy Christmas. I've got a crazy story to tell you guys. On New Year's Eve, one of my traditions is to always eat crab. Oh, hi, Cindy. I don't think I've met you before. Welcome. Nice to have you here. On New Year's Eve, I decided to treat my mom to some live fresh crab for New Year's Eve dinner. But I'm a little squeamish, so I when I bought the crab, I got them to clean it, cut it in half. Like they cut it and they like take the shell off and they clean it all up so that, all I have to do is steam the legs basically, right? And there's a bit of meat on the edge anyway. So so I take these crabs out of the bag. Now they'd been, cut and cleaned and all that for like 4 or 5 hours at least. And so I'm in the sink and I'm rinsing them off. And on the claws, they had, an elastic band. So I'm taking off the elastic bands. And I go to take off the last elastic band. And wouldn't you know it, the thing comes alive. No joke, even though it's like dismembered. And bites me, like claws me right in my hand to the point of drawing like a deep gash that bruised me and caused blood. Isn't that crazy? I've never experienced something like that before. I don't know what was going on, but it was because the thing had been dead for hours. So, yeah, I just about did. I was freaked right out. So was my mom, And then how do you eat it after that, right? Good thing it was really delicious. We wouldn't be able to eat the thing. Oh, it was scary. It was really freaky, really freaky. Never, ever have I had that happen to me before. And then the funnier part was, so mom was all flustered. She ran and got, what do you call it? What's the ointment? The antibiotic ointment. You got your package. Oh, good. Oh no, you sent out a package. Okay. And so, polysporin, right? That's the name of the stuff. So yeah, so mom's runs to get Band-Aids and polysporin and stuff so that, once the bleeding stopped, we could bandage it up. So I put some polysporin and a Band-Aid on it. And then the next day I'm thinking, I should change the bandage. So I go and I change the bandage and I'm putting this polysporin on the Band-Aid. And I'm like, this is really weird polysporin. It smells minty and it's like kind of sticky. And I realized I had been putting Sensodyne. Sensodyne on the Band-Aid. The tube's very similar to the tube for polysporin. Can you believe it? Isn't that great? Isn't that a hilarious story? Hey, Grace. Or Dana, hi, nice to see you. How are you? Yeah, so we had a pretty big laugh about that whole thing. That was pretty crazy. And I don't know if I'll be buying crab anytime really soon. Hey, Tony, hi, nice to see you. Great to have you on. Oh, great. So, yeah, I just thought I would share that because it was just such a funny story. I also thought I would share a little bit of friend mail that came in that I thought was really, really neat. So I got a Christmas card from Fat Bird Finds. I think probably some of you did too. Really cool, right? With Fat Bird Finds branded stuff. Like so they've actually had these cards printed with their Fat Bird logo. I was pretty impressed. And these really cool stickers. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Yeah, this is Mary Beth, I believe, is the graphic designer of the group. And so she does such a fantastic job. And then I also wanted to show you a card. Hey, Erin, hi. Nice to see you. Oh, and Eliza, great. Hi. Check this out. Guys, you have to see this friend mail. So this is a Christmas card from Trisha, Sandy, and Otto. Look at this beautiful card. Isn't that stunning? Just gorgeous. That's probably one of my, I can't remember a time when I've loved a Christmas card more. Seriously, it is gorgeous. It's a papyrus. Oh, that's why. I absolutely love papyrus cards. They are the best. Isn't that stunning? But here's the best part. Oh my heart skipped a beat. Look at this. She sent me this gorgeous, gorgeous New Year's postcard, vintage postcard. It's hard to see, so I'll read it to you. It says, "Best wishes for the new year." And it says, "Prosperous and happy days is the wish my card conveys." And it's like almost like a watercolor painting these beautiful boats. I absolutely adore this. Like, you have no idea how much I love this. And what's super cool, right, is that it's actually been used, and which I love. And it's postmarked 1921. And it says, wishing you a happy new year. We send some of the presents now. We'll send the rest soon. With best wishes. And I think it says Inez and Eleanor. So it's it's really old 1921 letter from into Oregon. And the post, it's a 1 cent, a 1 cent stamp. So you know that's old, right? Isn't that incredible? Oh, whoops, upside down, sorry. Isn't that incredible? So thank you. I hope, Trisha, you're on. I think I saw your name. I do hope you're on because I really, really love that. I will absolutely treasure that postcard. It'll be part of my decor for sure, and I'll keep it up for a while because it's New Year's, right? So I can have it up for a while. So really, really pleased with that. So thank you so much. And so tonight I thought I'd start things off with a chat about Kathie Winkle. And I don't know, do some of you know Kathie Winkle? Does that name ring any bells or mean anything to anybody? Kathie Winkle is a designer. She started in 1950 or 1947 with a Shorter and Sons, which is an English manufacturer of china. And this was in Stoke-on-Trent. Where Clarice Cliff, if any of you know Clarice Cliff, I think I showed you some plates that I have of Clarice Cliff that are on my Etsy shop. Very famous designer, super, super duper collectible. But then Kathie Winkle moved to Broadhurst, and that's where she really got her name, when she moved to Broadhurst in the 50s, 1950 to 55-ish, somewhere in there. She launched her first collection in 58, and it's a collection called Pedro, but I've never, ever seen a piece of Pedro. I think she's more known for her later pieces that you might be familiar with. And so I've gathered together some pieces of it to show you some pieces. I've also got some pictures. Well, maybe I'll start with the things that I've already sold on, let me think now, where did I put this? Okay, so these are some pieces that I've already sold on Etsy. This you might recognize if you get a package from me, because sometimes I use this image. Let me just see how we get this to show here. Just making sure you guys can see that picture. No, something went wrong, it's saying. Okay. Let me just try that again. Thought it would show if I click on. No, it's not showing, is it? Rats. Okay, I did something wrong and I'm not sure how to fix it. Let me try this. Nope. Okay, well, that's really disappointing. I guess I'll stick to showing you the things that I have here in person. So some of the things that I want to show. So here's a first one. This is the pattern is called Vice Count. So you can see this is a very typical Kathie Winkle piece. So it's this black outline that's stamped onto the porcelain or china, or I guess this is more like ironstone. And then they are hand painted colors, and it's 2, 3, or 4 colors in her patterns, and it's quite I want to say primitive, kind of like, it's not fussy. It's just, the paint goes on in kind of a stroke. And so this pattern is Vice Count. And this is quite, you'll probably be able to find this out in the wild. I mean, it is a pattern I've come across a few times. And here's another pattern. So this one is called Carousel. Isn't that cool? So this is Carousel. So again, you see the black outline, and then it's been painted with a turquoise paint and a kind of yellowy gold paint. And this one's called Carousel. And what I like about a lot of her stuff is it really kind of mixes and matches with other pieces, right? It can you can really easily mix and match your stuff together. And here's another piece. So that was the cup. This was the cup in Carousel. And here's a side plate in Carousel as well. So that's what they look like as a set. That's pretty cool, right? And then another pattern that's popular, I'd say, is this one is called Renaissance. So this is the Renaissance pattern. So again, really cool. So this one is like an olive green and kind of an orange colored. And so I've got 2 cups, and then I have this bowl, the bowls. So I've got 2 bowls in Renaissance. And this is what the back stamp often looks like, but I'll show you one that actually has her signature. Often the on the bigger pieces, not the cups just say made in England or even just England, and I'm going to show you, but you probably aren't even going to be able to see it because it's imprinted into the, you see how it's kind of, yeah, it's pretty hard to see. Oh, there, you can kind of see it. But I'll show you another back stamp. Let me see if I can find a back stamp here that here's the classic kind of Kathie Winkle back stamp. Okay, so her signature there. The pattern name is in the bottom there, and her signature. Super funky. Yeah, really like 50s, 60s, 70s boho, right? Super boho. So a lot of people collect this stuff. It is really, really popular. So something to kind of look for. Oh, and it's a fun thing to collect too, because as I say, it really mixes and matches. Here's another pattern. So this is called Corfu, and I have this up on Etsy, on my Etsy store. My prices on Etsy include shipping, so please keep that in mind if you have a look at my Etsy store. And it's just Vintageous on Etsy. I'll put a link in the show notes, though, if I haven't already. So that pattern is called Corfu. And I have this listed, I think, for $37. That's including shipping anywhere in Canada or the US for the set of 3. And then I've got these dinner plates up on Etsy as well. So this is another pattern called October. So this is a nice kind of brown, chocolatey brown, and then sort of an orangey, yellowy color is the other color. So again, you can see how these kind of all mix and match together, right? Here's another thing that I've got listed on Etsy, and it's a platter called roulette. And I think I've got other things that are roulette. I might. But anyway, that's the platter. Wanted to show you some of the bit more rare patterns as well. So this one is Silver Dawn, which is really cool too. So it's got leaves, and again, they've been hand painted. Hey, hi Hannah. So that's my daughter there. Whole Foodie Challenge. Thanks for coming. Thanks for throwing. Do I need to make you a wrench? No, you're already there. That's good. Here's another pattern. This one is called Kimberly. So that's Kimberly. So I'd be curious to know which ones you like, what patterns you like the best. Here's another one, Michelle. Michelle. Yeah. And then the final pattern that I wanted to show you is called Roulette. I've got these saucers and I've got a platter that I'm going to show you. So that is, sorry, what did I say? Roulette, I meant to say rush stone. This is rush stone. I love this pattern, right? With a square and sort of circles. It's a really neat one too. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you that, especially if you like that kind of boho style. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is that AJ's Retro and Vintage messaged me when she saw that I was going to do a Kathie Winkle little spotlight, and she sent me some pictures. Let me just try quickly here to open that folder so I can show you some of those pictures. Okay, let's just give this a try and see if I can make this work. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So can you see? You can't see. Oh, here we go. There it is. Okay, now for some reason it's showing, oh boy, more than one picture. I wanted to show you the two teapot, or that's the teapot, and the coffee pot should show up here in a minute. Let me just make sure that I'm not got a background on here. Sorry guys, I'm learning about this, how to do all this screen sharing business. Oh yeah, I do have a background on, that's why. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. So this is a coffee pot, and this coffee pot is, oh, I forgot to write down the pattern name. So if you wouldn't mind, AJ, throw that into the comment section for everybody. So AJ's got a coffee pot and a teapot that are absolutely stunning in this Kathie Winkle, and she's got them at absolute steals of prices. So you can message her through Instagram or just contact me, and I'll make sure to get anything to her, any messages to her. So this coffee pot, she's asking $20 US, which is, guys, that's a steal. Kathie Winkle stuff is super, super popular. And so, that's a great bargain. So you can contact her if you're interested in that. And then I'll show you the other one here. So I'm going to show up. Let's see here. Hopefully it's going to show. For some reason, it doesn't want to go to the other image. Let's try it this way. No, that's not working either. Isn't that weird? I don't know why it's letting me show you one. Okay, let me try stop and start again. I will get better at this whole sharing screen thing. Okay, let's try it this way. Oh, it's probably because I was sharing just that one. So let's see. Let's see if that shows up now. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is then the coffee pot. I would call this the coffee pot. And this is, I believe, the pattern on this one. This really looks to me like Renaissance. Yeah, pretty sure that's Renaissance. So Renaissance coffee pot, and she's got that at, now, Julie, I'm not sure of your pricing. Is it 27.88? Is that in Canadian dollars or in American? So maybe you can clarify that in the chat as well. So again, that's a steal, you guys. Absolutely a bargain price. So I encourage you to connect with Julie if you're interested in either the coffee pot or the teapot. And she has some other pieces as well. But I think I need to move on to the sale. So I just wanted to show you a couple of pieces that she's got. And I'm sure some of the other sellers here might have some pieces as well. So yeah. And I thought too, to start things off, that I would offer up something for you guys, or not offer up, but you know, the first thing in my sale, I'm going to have a piece of Kathie Winkle for sale. See if you guys want it. So to start off on the sale, the way the sale works, if I've got anybody new in the audience, I just want to explain how this works. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit of, I like to do the kind of show and tell thing and do a little bit of educational piece as well as doing some selling, just because, you know, you learn, right? And then when you're out, if you're out picking or you're trying to do a collection, because a lot of people, as I say, try to collect things, you know that this is something you could collect. It's kind of a fun thing to collect. So just to start off for the sale portion of the show, so I think I've told you my name is Joni, and vintagerous@shaw.ca is my email, so you can contact me there if you've got questions, or if you want to follow up after this sale to give me your contact information if you haven't bought from me before. So that would be great. But, you know, reach out if you just would like to have, you got your big fat VI take buttons. Oh, wow. Oh, you're in love. Well, that's good. I like it that you're in love, Dana. That's fantastic. Yeah, so I'm an experienced reseller. I've been selling on Etsy for a long time, since 2011, and I've got, you know, over 1,100 sales under my belt. Hey, Jennifer, nice to see ya. And if you want to buy anything from my Etsy store, again, the prices include shipping. And if you use the code YouTube when you check out, you'll get 20% off your order. So just letting you know about that too. So I do have some things that are listed right now that are on Etsy. And so you can have a look there if you're interested in Kathie Winkle that I've got listed. So I'm going to start off and sort of talk about then how I'm going to do the sale tonight. I've got some items that are fixed price, so I will just show you the item, tell you the price, and then I'll show you the number that you put into chat, and the first person to put it into chat will get that item. I'll do a few offer ups, which means that I'll tell you the starting price, and then people can make offers on that after that price, and the best price wins. So I'll let you know whether it's a fixed price or an offer up. If you find that you're seeing the number starting to appear into chat before you've heard it, that means you're lagging. So you might need to do a refresh or go out and come back in. And make sure that you're on the live chat as well, just to make sure you're getting the most recent information. And shipping without tracking is somewhere between the sort of $10, $13 range for smaller items, it has to be sort of smaller, lighter weight items to get that rate. Shipping with tracking starts at about $13.50 roughly. I ship from the West Coast, and there isn't a great difference between West and East Coast when I ship to the US. Very, very small difference. So just giving you a sense, if you're looking at something that's really quite big, and I do have a couple of items tonight that are a bit bigger, you're looking probably more closer to 25. It might be as high as a little bit more than 25, but typically it's in that kind of range if it's something really big and bulky. So it's best to combine, right, shipping. So if you buy a few items, we'll combine it all together, and it saves you on some shipping costs. So if there's no other questions, we'll get started. And as I said, I wanted to start off by showing you a piece of Kathie Winkle for sale. So I'm going to offer this Kathie Winkle platter in the rush stone pattern. Again, a really popular pattern. And there's the back stamp on it. So you can see that it is stamped Kathie Winkle. It's ironstone from Broadhurst. Okay. And this pattern is kind of browns, like it's a chocolatey brown. And then I would call it kind of a golden yellow, a little bit warmer than a bright yellow. And it's a great size platter. It could be used for everything from, just snacks to charcuterie if you want to be fancy, or your turkey dinner or a roast or anything like that. These can be quite versatile. It could be a cheese plate, right? Great for, putting a cheese ball and crackers and that sort of stuff. So this Rushton Kathie Winkle platter is, I'm showing you the thing, $22, and it's number 29. $22, number 29 for this Rushstone Kathie Winkle platter to get us started. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so that's the first piece. The next thing I actually bought a lot of toy stuff. And so you'll probably be seeing a few toys coming up in the next few sales. And this was part of that lot. And it is a doll blanket that's been hand knit. And it's a a checkerboard of pink and red, or burgundy, I would call it, pink and a burgundy. And it's, so it's about, I can measure it here. Just get the measurements for you. You could use this as a doll blanket for sure, but it could also be for a dog, right? A small dog I could see using this for as well. So that's 12. I'm thinking I would say it's about 10, 20, 22 inches one way. And then I'm thinking that's going to be, it's going to be about 24, 26 the other way. So somebody made this for a doll. Okay, so this doll blanket is $9, and it's number 54. Number 54 for the doll blanket. Hey, Pink Elephant Parlor. Hi. $9, number 54. Okay. Oh, and Eliza, you wanted 29? Okay, you got it, girl. You're going to love that. A Rushstone is a great pattern. Do you have other pieces of that? Because it's a good one. It's a really good one. And it mix and match as well. So thank you for that. Okay. So $9 for 54 for this doll blanket. Do we have doll collectors in the house? Or anybody that likes kind of girly toys? Because that's kind of what I've got coming up. It's your first. Oh, okay. That would cover your dog's left leg. Yeah, it would more be for one of those little dogs like Christy Garza has, right? She's got one of those little cute little Pomeranians. Be perfect for something like that, I think. Okay. The next thing I have, when I went on Michelle's Comfy Cozy Living on her New Year's Eve extravaganza, right? She had this really long, amazing show that she did. I talked about a vintage ephemera pack that I'm putting together and put together and as a prize. So that's going to Julie. And I am a little bit behind on my the 2 mystery boxes I sold last week and the ephemera packs. I'll be getting those out this week for sure. Sorry for the bit of delay, but everything else I shipped out. But it just the New Year's celebration and so on kind of stalled me on getting out and getting some of those mystery boxes together. But I'm pretty close now. So what I thought I would do though is I talked a little bit on Michelle's live, about some ephemera that I have, and they're letters, letters written to this woman named Crystal. And I've got some letters to her from the 80s, and these letters are both from Australia. So there's 2 letters from Australia. Just a second, because I dropped the envelope here that has for the first one. So, so the first one came in this kind of airmail envelope from Australia. And then there's a second letter from the same person. I thought I would group them together in the sort of from the same person. And this one's kind of cool because it has a kangaroo card and there's a picture of their dog inside. And the dog's name is Bugsy Malone. Isn't that fun? And then the letter written inside the card as well. I haven't read all of them. I've kind of skimmed some of them, and I find it interesting, right? I don't know about you guys, but I love reading other people's mail just to kind of learn about, life back in the 80s in Australia. And then I also have some cards that were written to her too. But these are from different people. So this is a wildflower card, again, with a letter inside. I kind of pulled out ones that had, a little bit of writing at least inside to her. And I'm thinking of these are for junk journaling, right? There's another really pretty card and notes to her as well. So I thought I would try to sell this ephemera little packet for those that are doing junk journaling. And that's $12, and it's number 41. $12, number 41. Oh, and 54 went to the collection vintage. Okay, Erin, you got it. Great. Yeah, isn't that blue air? Yeah, I know I had forgotten about that too. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Julie, for being so kind about not rushing. Yeah, it's better that I don't rush because you'll get a better pack in the end. Yeah, so this pack of ephemera is $12 and it's number 41. I had no idea how to price this. I mean, it's tough to price this kind of stuff because it's so rare and so, you just don't come across it. I have never come across letters, so I just thought it was kind of neat. The other thing I've got too, if anybody speaks, I believe it's Dutch and it could be German as well. I think I have letters that are in either Dutch or German. I would love to send you a picture of the letter to just see if you know the language, but it seems definitely like this woman was Dutch. But it does seem like she's getting some correspondence in German. So, yeah, because it'd be kind of neat if you if you speak those languages to get some of that mail too. Okay, so that was the first little bit of ephemera that I have. Then I have The classiest number price cards of all lives. Aw, thank you, darling. Thank you. I was going to change them up, but people love them, so I think I'm going to just keep them as they are. Thank you for that. Okay, so the next one I have, these are absolutely stunning postcards. You might have seen them in the thumbnail for this sale, but these are absolutely gorgeous. So this is the first one. It's tulips on quite a dark black background. Super dramatic. It says on the back, and these are definitely old. It says 1770 or 1074, which is just the number, I guess. Tulipa hybrid. It's printed in Switzerland. And then there's a signature. I'm guessing that must be the photographer at the bottom there. But just absolutely beautiful. And there's not just one. There's this one as well. That's a pretty pink rose. Again, the same back, with the same signature and back. So this is like a series. And then there's this one. That's a more of an open rose. So wouldn't these look amazing framed as a triptych, right? 3 images, together. I think these would look amazing framed. And then in the same one, yeah, wouldn't those be beautiful framed? I know. I just think these are really, really neat. And then I've got 2 other flower ones. So this one, let me see which way it should go up. This way, I think. I would say that these are nasturtiums. I believe they're nasturtiums, right? Absolutely gorgeous. So, and again, it's a really old card. It's got this sort of back that you see in the older cards. And what's neat is it's got that kind of perforated edge. So it must have been, they must have had to pull it out of a book or something. And then here's the other one. It's pansies. And it is signed at the bottom. It says C. Clini, maybe? Go right up close. I don't know what to make of that, but that's the signature on them. So I guess that's the artist that painted these. Yeah. Oh, you have. Aren't these just amazing? I know. I think these are absolutely gorgeous. I really do. I really loved them when I found them. Okay, so these are $12. A set of 5 is $12, and it's number 31. Number 31 for those cards. And again, they would be really pretty framed. They'd be also really good, I was thinking, for Valentine decor, right? For kind of interest in your Valentine decor. 31 goes to Aaron. Okay. Great. Okay. And we didn't get any takers for the letters, right? Just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah. I love postcards. I've always loved postcards. Here, okay. Do we have anybody in the house that is a lover of The Crown, the show The Crown? My mom and I, that's one of the things we did this holiday. We rewatched the entire series of The Crown, including the newer ones. Yeah, Aaron, you scored there. I have some of the most coolest postcards. So this is the first one. It's a series again of 5 cards. Okay, so this is the first one. Balmoral Castle. So it's a photograph of Balmoral Castle, and it's that kind of sepia tone. Again, these are old. Valentine's postcard, it says on the back. For correspondence. This is a real photograph, it says. Published by Valentine Eddy Company Limited, Winnipeg, Manitoba. So that's in Canada. But it was printed in Great Britain. But it's funny that it says, hey, this is I'll show you. Nope, that way. Sorry, guys. This is a real photograph because it does kind of feel like, the regular kind of photographic paper. So that's the first one, Balmoral Castle. Then this one, look at this one. So this says Glamis Castle, the home of H.M. Queen Elizabeth, our Scottish queen. So this would have been not Elizabeth's, like our Elizabeth now, it's her mother, right? I believe. Isn't that cool? And so then it says in the banner there, lang may she live, and lang be loved, and lang she be happy. So that's the next one. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Oh, do you love the crown? Yeah, it's such a cool show. And then here's the next one. It's the Palace of Holyrood House, Edinburgh. So again, these are all mentioned in the crown. So if you do like that show, you will love these. And again, these are all the same. The Valentine's postcard. These are a real photograph on the back. Then look at this one. His Majesty King George VI, and Princess Elizabeth. So this is Elizabeth and her dad when she was a young girl. So before she became queen. And isn't that cool on the horseback? Right? Super cool, right? Hey, Christina. Hi, Book Bewitch. Great. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Isn't that cool? And then the last one I have, it says, their gracious majesties, and let this rally behind the new king. So this is to the new king. So this is when he first became king. The gracious majesties. And then there's a whole kind of poem there about, I could read it to you, but it's quite long. Okay. But it's a poem to them as well. So this is a whole set of 5 postcards. Wouldn't this be a fabulous gift for somebody that loves the crown? I mean, wouldn't they just love it? $15, number 12 for this set. $15, number 12 for the set of crown or royal postcards. Those are fun and hard to part with, I have to admit. Oh, hi, Angela. Oh, you're back. How was work today? Because you just got off work, I think. Hey, Lori. Oh, Empty Nesting's here too. Oh, great. Oh, we got a good full house tonight. This is great. Okay. So no taker for the queen cards or the crown cards or whatever we want to call them. Okay. The next thing I have is a piece of Pyrex, but it's different. It's quite unique, kind of going along with the English theme. So this is English Pyrex. So it says Pyrex and then it says England on the handle here as well. And it's the Laura Ashley tulip pattern. So Laura Ashley tulip pattern. And all it says on the bottom is Pyrex. Let's see if I can get it to show you here. It just says Pyrex England. It's not the JAJ Pyrex. So just Pyrex England. This would have been from the 80s. So it's kind of different if you collect Pyrex, and it's a nice size. Again, it doesn't say the size on the bottom, but I would call this, sort of probably a 4-cup size, something like that. And that's the pattern again, these little tulips. So this piece of Pyrex, English Pyrex, is a screaming deal at $18, and it's number 66. $18, number 66 for the English Pyrex. English Pyrex. Oh yeah, I guess that's it's the time of year, isn't it, for deductibles? Helen, you want that? Okay, Helen, you got her. Thank you, Helen. Yes, definitely. It's that time of year for copay or whatever, not copay, but is that right? Copay? I'm like, oh, I got that right. I know I need to go pick up my meds, and I'm not looking forward to it because I'm only on one med, so I shouldn't complain. But I'm on hypothyroid medication because I've got a really bad thyroid, and I'm on T3, which is crazy expensive. So, oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet. Okay, so the next one. I found some really cool martini glasses. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it's hard to find vintage barware. It's tough, especially ones that are truly vintage, and especially martini glasses. You know, I haven't found a lot over the years, but these ones really kind of caught my eye. I think they're super pretty. So they're, quite a good size too. I should have measured the ounces. Sorry, I didn't. Um, and they're etched with a grape and vine kind of pattern, and they are iridescent. It's kind of like that, the effect you get with carnival glass, and they're very fine, like really good ring to them. Really nice. I would say they're probably from late 50s, probably somewhere in there, maybe into the 60s. And I have a set of three of these martini glasses. So the set of three, I won't show you all three because they all look the same, but the set of threes are $22, and it's number 7 for these beautiful martini glasses. And these things, what I love about martini glasses like this, especially the bigger ones, is you can use them for martinis and cocktails and those kinds of things. But they're also really great for dessert, right? You can put ice cream in these. You can put all kinds of different layered desserts. They look amazing in these. So, don't feel like they just have to be used for martinis. Because if you're not a martini girl or boy. Hey, Hannah. Mousse, yes, chocolate mousse would look absolutely stunning, or like a vanilla, like a white chocolate mousse. Oh man, that would be amazing. Is there oh, you want them, do you, Hannah? Yeah. Yeah, Hannah loves her barware. That's one thing we're going to be doing, Hannah and I, a whole foodie challenge. We're going to do a bar sort of glassware sale, and drinks, right, Hannah? So that's going to come up in February. We're planning to do a collaboration on that. And speaking of collaborations, actually, I am going to be doing quite a few. I've got 2 more in the works. One with the person that's right before me, Thrifting Adventures, Stephanie. We're talking about doing a collaboration, and Erin and I too. We're going to do a neat one. Erin's here tonight. We're looking at doing a Canadiana, so made in Canada sale, sometime in February. I think February, what do we say? The Monday, February 9th. Erin, you want to throw in the time in the chat of your sales? Or is it February 8th? It must be February 8th. Yeah, if you could enter in the time that we're thinking of, because you do it during the day on a Monday, and so I'll be coming on to her channel to do a sale around all Canadian stuff. So it'll be really interesting because 1 p.m. Eastern. Thank you. So you'll find that you'll get to see some things that were made in Canada that maybe are a bit different, but also you'll probably see a lot of the American influence in some of these pieces. So I've been collecting Canadian made in Canada pieces for quite a while. And I think it'll be really fun. So I'm excited about that collaboration. We're gonna rock it, right, Erin? We're gonna rock it, and Stephanie too. We're talking about doing a collaboration one day soon too. So yeah, I'm open to collaborations, and if anybody ever wants to come on my channel to come and be part of the sale on Tuesday night, I'm open to that. So do send me a message if that's something that would interest you. Okay, so we did the martini glasses. So the next thing that I've got, let me just make sure I've got the right one. Yep, is some Fire King. Who likes Fire King? I've got a set of two bowls, two mixing bowls. So smaller and larger. I'll just try to show you there that they, nest inside each other. And they're for the Fire King swirl. So it has that kind of textured swirl pattern. Great for those that like kind of the minimalist or clean line. And it says the back stamp says oven Fire King ware made in the USA. Let's see if I can get that to show because it's hard when it's the milk glass, but let's just see here. There you go. Oven Fire King ware made in the USA. Right, so it's a set of two bowls. This set of two bowls is $18, and it's number 9. $18, number 9, for the two white bowls. Yeah, it's fun looking for the made in Canada. I've been amazed at how much stuff I've been able to accumulate. It's been amazing. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool, Hannah? That's a good idea. Yeah, that would be really cool. We really have Americans. Well, no, we've got Nate from New Zealand. I'm trying to think of who else we have outside of Canada or the US, but yeah, wouldn't that be cool if we could do that too? But even just Canada, there's just so few Canadian sellers, so it's just neat to have us represent, right? Okay, so that was the Fire King milk glass bowl set of 2 for $18, number 9. And then the next thing I have now, Hannah, hold your hands. I saw this and I thought of you immediately. I know you'll love these. I've got 2 plates that are Arc France. So this is French glass. Dinner plates. I would say dinner, but they're kind of a smaller dinner. Let me just see here. Yeah, Hannah loves her French glass. She has a whole set of Jardiniere, which is another Arc pattern. 9.5 inches. So they're 9.5 inches, and it's a set of 2. Okay. These are absolutely beautiful. You love your Canadian neighbors. Well, we love our American neighbors. Absolutely, we do. Yeah. Yeah. So, and here's, the vine pattern that you see there. Really cool, right? So this set of 2 Arc France leaf plates, a set of 2, $19. Number 17, $19, number 17. Well, AJ, if you want to sell, we need to talk because maybe you can come on to one of my lives sometime. Hey, maybe we could do this together. So $19, number 17 for the pair of plates. Oh, right, Hannah? Yes, Hannah and I, we used to love to go across the border. And I love to go picking in northern Washington. Yes, I definitely miss going across the border. Actually, I've picked in a lot of different places in the U.S., because I love to travel. So yeah, I miss it. I miss it big time. Okay, so the next thing I have, this was funny. This next piece is kind of funny. So my mom, comes picking with me. I don't know if you know that, but my mom does come and help me with picking. I'm kind of teaching her what to look for, and she's been helping me. But she says she's still not confident, but she went out and tried to go picking so that she'd have something for my stocking that was a pick, right? So this is what she put in my stocking. So these are milk glass mugs. And they're Corning, right? They're Corning. Let me again with another milk glass thing today. Corning milk glass mugs. And they're kind of a, what would you call this? Kind of a chocolate milk, kind of a caramely brown color. Very nice. And really well, made well. My mom did well. She bought them on Senior's Day at Value Village, and she got them for, I can't remember, something crazy like $2 for the set. And so this is a set of 4 of them, a set of 4. Sienna. Oh, now Hannah's getting fancy pants on us. Yes, I would call that sienna brown. Sure. A latte brown. Ooh, even better, Angela. Let's do a color, a color competition. Yeah, sure. Mushroom brown. You could call it mushroom brown. So I've got now, let me just check to make sure here. Yep, set of 4 Corning mugs for $18, number 47. Number 47 for the set of mugs. Yeah, they are great for, just when you want to have like a stronger coffee. I find I have a set of Fire King. I collect Fire King D-handle mugs, the milk glass ones, and they are just perfect for, when you want to do a warm milk or an espresso and, milk kind of combo. It's a really nice size to have these sort of smaller mugs. Okay. Something really fun. I found this book, and it's a vintage book. It's a field guide to rocks and minerals. A field guide to rocks and minerals by Plow. And so it's super cool. It's all over North America. It says major formations of North America. It was published in the 50s. So this is the second printing, May 1956. And what it is it would be great for somebody that likes to do lapidary work or likes to collect minerals or rocks, because it has great pictures of the different kinds of rocks and tells you everything you'd ever want to know about any kind of rock. So it tells you the environment that you find it, the physical properties, the composition, the tests that you can do to prove that it's that type of mineral or rock, distinguishing characteristics and interesting facts about it. So, really interesting. If you're a rock lover, right, you like old rocks, you like to collect rocks, or somebody who's an engineer, mining engineer, they would love this, especially if they're into history and, older things, right? The vintage sort of stuff. Super cool book. I love old reference books. They are so fun. Yeah, so some are black and white, some are, color, depending on where you are in the book. Some of the pages here are folded. There's just a little bit of folding in the top in a few pages, but otherwise it's in really good shape. There's the back cover. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so as I said, it was the only thing that I've seen that's a bit of damage is it says Truman up at the top. And the binding on it's pretty good. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It could also be the formation of a junk journal, right? You could use this for junk journaling. This is kind of fun. It's got a ruler on the back, which is fun too. Isn't that neat? I thought that was really cool. So this vintage book is $12 and it's number 22 for the Rocks and Minerals book. $12, number 22 for the 1950s rock book. So you can rock out. Okay. Next thing I have are some single buttons, and I'm going to do this one as an offer up. So now what that means is that I'm going to tell you the starting price. And, oh, do you want that, Julie? Okay, you got her. The I'm gonna start these off at, what did I say for these ones? At $8. This set for the entire set, okay? But I'm going to show you the buttons, and as I do, you can start bidding if you want to grab these buttons. What these are is mostly singles. So remember that really cool vintage button set that I found? I found some really, really cool vintage buttons that I showed, I think, the last sale or the sale before. So what I did was I sort of sorted out all of the singles. So here's the first one. Look at this one. I'm pretty sure this probably is Bakelite. So yeah, the starting bid on this lot is $8. So you can start anytime to bid on this. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I haven't tested. I'm not sure how to test, to be honest, to see if it's Bakelite. This button is a whopping, I think, 2 inches or something. One and it's a little bit more than 5/8, button. So really good. Now, what I think these single buttons are fantastic for is when you do junk journaling, when you do like a band around the book, around the journal, and you close it with a button. These would be great for that. They'd also be good for test with 409 cleaner. Okay, I'm going to have to buy some. How do you do it? So Nate, or Grace, sorry, or Dana, do you just put it sort of inconspicuously, and what happens with the 409? Maybe you can tell us in the chat. But these are also really good as if you've got, I've got this kind of shell on too. I've done this before where I've, put one button, just to kind of close it together. There's lots of things you can do with single buttons. But anyway, that one's really cool. So that's the first one. There's a set of 2 from Eaton's Canada, and these are shank buttons. Now, Eaton's of Canada hasn't been around for years, at least 20 years, I would say. There used to be a really, really high-end kind of department store that's gone. So those 2 shank buttons. And then this one that's just a single on a card, which is just a plain metal. Look at this one, though. I hope you're going to be able to see this because it's super cool. I'm going to go really close so you can see. It is like a lucite with kind of glittery. The starting price is $8 for the lot. So you can type it, put in $8, and then you can bid up from there. Isn't that cool? It's a sweet little yellow button. Good old Eaton's. Do you remember Eaton's? Yeah. Yeah, very cool. This is neat too. Look at this. I'm thinking this was off of a sweater, right? Because it's like a chain that joins the 2 buttons together. Well, that's how it looks at the back. Maybe this old house, this stuffed old house. Why is my overstuffed house Nancy? Nancy, do you think this is a sweater button set? I think so. That's kind of fun. Again, I could see that being really cool on a junk journal. There's a shell button, really old shell button for a old shell button. This one, it's kind of weird. Is it shell? I think it might be shell as well. And it looks like it's been kind of hand carved. Again, really interesting texture. Have we seen $8 yet? Because $8 would be a screaming deal for these. Oh, we do. Jennifer Lab Mama's got it at $8. Okay, then there's a brown button. Again, this could be Bakelite. Oh, this one's cool. Look at this one. Another really big one with a shank. And it's got kind of that druzy like center. Kind of cool for vintage, hey? But that's a nice big one. Again, that's a good sized one. I would say this is, let's see, 1 3/8 inches. 1 3/8 inches. Really cool, right? With a gold tone. Yeah, sweater chain, right? Yeah. Oh, we're at $11 now. Okay, here's the next one. Nice, another nice big one. Again, also the other thing that I know people use the bigger ones for is for knitting, like they do. So this one's 1¼ inches. Yeah, a really neat caramel colored one. Oh, here's my favorite one of the lot. Look at this one. Glass. There's a glass one. Nice big glass button. Very rare to find that. With a shank again. Really cool. So this one is 1⅛. Really cool, right? Ugh, I love glass buttons. Glass buttons and me. Ooh, dangerous. 13. We got 13. Terry's at 13. Oh, here's another really cool one. Kind of a greeny, tealy color. That's cool too. Look at this one. Look at the holes on it. It's kind of like their what's it called? Like an eyelet, right? On them. Again, this is a good one. How many in total? Oh boy, I didn't even count them. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, there's got to be at least 25 or more. Yeah. Whoops, 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 whoops. Oh dear. I saw where that landed, so I'll get it later. And then this one, it's kind of a brittle, more brittle plastic, I would say. That's kind of cool too. And this is neat. It's a snap. I hope I can unsnap it. It's the two pieces to the snap. Ah, there we go. But they have like a snake skin. Isn't that cool? Like a snake skin pattern. And there's holes so you can like sew them onto something. Wouldn't that be cool? $20 from Grace. Okay. We've got some shell buttons. These are super old, guys. These are really old shell buttons. There's one, and then there's this one. This one's cool with a diamond kind of pattern, right? Here's another one. This one's really kind of rough with the shell back. So I'll try and go a little faster. There's this one. This one is leather. This is a leather button. Actually, that other one was that the one that went flying? Oh shoot, it's the one that went flying. Okay, I could go grab it, but I don't think it was leather, but it might be too. It might be leather as well. So that's really cool. This one's about an inch. Yep, an inch. We're at 22. Great. Then there's a rhinestone button, really old rhinestone button with, again, the shank. So that's the back of it. Cool, right? And you see how these would be super cool in with junk journaling? I think they would be really cool. Or jewelry making. You could make fantastic magnets. It's the other thing you could make with this. There's another brown one this one's kind of neat too, because it's like, can you see that it's hollow? Like there are holes in it actually. Really cool, right? 23 for Melissa. And just a plain sort of metal one. And there's this shell, or not shell, but kind of glossy one. Here's another kind of, this one feels more like shell. This one definitely feels more like it's shell. Really cool. And then there's this one. I'm getting to the end. Here's the metal one, a metal one that's got 2 slats. And then there's a couple of smaller glass buttons. So there's this one, again with a shank. And then there's this one with the 2 holes, and it's like a hexagon. And finally, a plastic white one. Okay, so that whole lot, $24 for Belinda Claro. Belinda, we got it at 24. Does anybody want it? Do we want to start saying going once? Going once at 24 for Belinda. 25 for Grace. Jennifer's out. Okay. 25 for Melissa. Still, it's Grace at 25. 25 for Grace. Going once for Grace at 20 or at 25. Belinda's out. Okay. Grace at 25. Okay. Are we all out? Looks like we're all out. So it looks like it's Grace for 25. Sold. Okay. Sold to Grace. Okay. Great. Thank you, guys. I hope you liked that. I thought those were really super cool. I think you're going to love them, Grace. You know, super, super different. Hey, thank you, Grace. Yeah, great buy. Those are really cool. One of a kind. You're never going to see those again. Okay, the next thing that I have is something that I put in the thumbnail. Yeah, Grace, I keep saying Grace and it's Dana, isn't it? Thank you, guys. You're good at keeping me on track, aren't you? Okay, so the next thing is a kitschy thing that I just couldn't pass up. It really reminded me of my grandfather. I had a grandfather that lived in a trailer, you know, like a, what do you call it, mobile home. And I used to call it the Kingdom of Kitsch because we would go and you guys would love it. Like you would absolutely love it because it was everything you could imagine in vintage kitsch he had. And so this next thing really reminded me of my grandfather. So this is 2 shakers. You call them salt and pepper, but you wouldn't have to use them for salt and pepper. They're not marked S&P, but they have strawberries in lucite on the top. Isn't that cool? The holes are fairly big. So you could use this for cinnamon sugar or, you know, other kinds of sort of spices that you want to just have as a sort of sprinkle. The other thing I use is a shaker like this for is like icing sugar. You know, if you just want to sprinkle a little bit of icing sugar on your pancakes or whatever. So you don't have to use them for salt and pepper. Cute, kitschy. Yeah, so this set of 2 shakers, I know, right? With the lucite top, I thought those were super cool. They're $15, $15, number 27 for the kitschy shakers. $15, number 27. And they're all plastic, like this isn't glass. This is plastic, like lucite kind of, you know, plastic. So just so you know, they got a bit of weight to them, but they're not too bad. Okay, 27 for Angela. Okay. Are you a collector of strawberries, Angela, too? Yeah, icing sugar, powdered sugar. Yes. Is that, we call it icing sugar in Canada, but maybe it's also known as powdered sugar in other places. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Next I have, so I called this the old meets new sale because I've had a few things that I bought that I didn't research as I was picking, and they turned out to be quite new. Okay, see you, Nate. Thank you for coming, darling. I really appreciate you showing up. What are you making for dinner? Maybe I'll come over. No, just joking. Okay, so I bought a couple of things that are really actually really nice things, but they're newer. And so I thought because it's the new year, I would show you guys these things. And I'll do them as an offer up. The first one is a set of 4 cups and saucers, and they are Jasper Conran white cups and saucers. So there's from Wedgwood. So Jasper Conran is the designer for Wedgwood. These cups and saucers go for, $35. This is that, that's the kind of quality here. So I'd like to start the bidding at $35 for the set of 4 of these cups and saucers. They're they're really neat. They are, and the thing I like about them is the nice depth of the cup, right, and the width of the cup. You can use this for a soup cup or as a salad bowl or anything else too, because they're so big. And they're nice and simple and plain. You can mix and match them with any kind of dishes. I mean, here I could even put it with probably a, Kathie Winkle or something else. You can mix and match this. So if anybody wants to start us off, I said 25, but I take any price. Throw it in if you're interested in this set of Jasper Conran cups and saucers from Wedgwood. Very, very good quality. Anybody interested in these? I know they're not your vintage, but they are beautiful. This is the kind of thing you can collect and as a classic, right? Will never go out of style. I love this kind of stuff. This is why I picked it up. Yeah, really nice lines, right? Really, I like the handle on it, right? Really neat handle. Okay, no takers on that. Okay, so then, be a nice shower gift. It would be amazing shower gift. Absolutely. The other thing that I have now, this is a vintage. I should have dusted it. Okay, this is really cool. Let me just give it a quick wipe here. It had a bit of dust on it. I've had this for a while, and I know it's going to be a bit more to ship, but this is so special and so different that I think somebody might really, really like it. And in January, we tend to do a lot of organizing, right? And so you start seeing, if you go to like Winners and other sort of stores like that, Winners or TJ Maxx, I think it's called in the States, or what's the other one? Sort of like TJ Maxx. Hannah, help me out. The one we love, Ross. Well, Ross's tends to be a little more low end, but you start to see storage stuff, right? We start in even any of the department stores like Bath and Beyond and those kinds of stores. You start to see people selling storage items at this time of year. Marshalls, that's the one I was trying to think of. Thank you. Or Home Sense, yeah. You start to see, right, the storage stuff because people tend to do their organizing in the new year. Yes, Ross. Hannah and I love Ross. We miss Ross. We miss going across the border. And so I thought this would be a really good time to sell this item. So what this is a cobalt blue canister. Look at the size of this mother, okay? We're talking big. This is, like you can tell, this is a big jar. And it's beautiful. Like, look at the ground. What do you call it? Stopper. Very Danish looking to me. I don't know the manufacturer. I mean, there's the bottom of it as well. But wow, right? Wow. If you collect cobalt blue, if I were to list this on Etsy, I would easily list this for over $100. No problem. All day long. So I'm going to ask to start the bidding on this at $25. Do keep in mind that it is going to cost a bit to ship. I would guess that it would cost probably, $25-ish, maybe even up to $30 to ship. So do keep that in mind. But it is easily worth over $100. You'll never see this. This is very, very, a very special piece. So starting the bidding at $25. If anybody's interested. Yeah, it's a wow, that's for sure. I mean, it's really in good shape. There's a bit of chips to the inside of the stopper there, right on the rim, but that's so minor when you're considering, you know, um, that's the sort of edge that gets banged and so on a lot. There is a couple of little flea bites in here in the inside edge, though, again. So there's nothing you would see, but I think it is just stunning. What could you use this for? Very well made, yes. Yeah, so we're starting the bid at 25 if anybody's interested. I would say that this could be used for dog treats. It could be used for bath bombs, right? You could, because the opening is quite wide, right? So you could put bath bombs in here in your bathroom that are 3 inches. Well, yeah, no, just under 3 inches, maybe 2 3/4 inches. You could put any bath bombs that are that width into this, right? It would be good for that. Yeah, very well made. We have a place called Winners. That's what it is in Canada. It's often called bath salts. Yeah, it'd be a good stash for bath salts because you know what you could do is this is so wide that you could put a ladle, right, or some type of dispensary for that too. Okay. Doesn't look like we have a taker there. Okay. The shipping probably turned you off on that, I'm guessing. Okay, the next thing I found, this is another new thing. So again, saw these and I thought they were so cool, and I guessed that they were more 50s, 60s, but this is what I would call a kind of revival design, because this definitely looks 60s, but it's not, it's newer. And they are coffee cups with a lucite green handle. Isn't that cool? Lucite green handle. And this is the brand, Guzzini. Now go to Google and research, just throw in Guzzini into Google and you'll see how expensive these are, because these were made in Italy for Nespresso. Nespresso is vino, yeah. Nespresso is a brand of coffee, right? And they have it's a very high-end kind of coffee. These are so cool. I think there's a little bit of a flea bite on this one, but that's okay because there are 6 of them, 5 of them, 5 of them. So I have a set of 5 of these mugs. So we can say it's a set of 4 or whatever. They start the bidding. And these mugs go for, get this, $43 each American. Okay, that's what they sell for, $43. So I'd like to start the set of 4 or 5 of them, depending on whether you're okay with one with a little chip. Let's start them at 25 for the set. Yeah. Immediately sitting on your hands, are you? Oh, yeah, these are super, super cool, right? They're just really different. And if you know somebody that loves their Nespresso, this is for them, right? This would be a great gift for them. Yeah, I know. I was shocked when I looked up the prices on these. If you go and you look, you'll see, they sell them like sets of 4 for like 300 and something. Like just nuts prices. But they are cool, right? They're really cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of like clear, and then there's a green, like a lime green kind of outline on the handle. Let me see if I can go up so you can sort of see. Yeah, there you go. So cool, right? Yeah, I know. I think they're really neat too. So nobody wants to start us off at 25 for the set? Nope. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So the next, you were sitting on your hands with the Cobalt Apothecary. Aw. Yeah, I know. That's really a neat piece, right? That Cobalt Apothecary jar. Yeah, I'll put that up on Etsy. Yeah, it's a set. Well, it's a set of 5, but this one I just was. I just ran my finger on it, and I feel something rough. It's very small chip if there's a chip. But because I felt that, I think I need to say it's a set of 4. Let me just double check everyone else just to be sure. Yeah, that one's okay. So it's up to you whether you want all 5 or if you want me to just send you the ones. Yeah, all the others are fine. So it's a set of 4 with no chips at all, or set of 5 if you don't mind the one little flea bite that probably could be sanded. I never do sand stuff. I leave that up to the customer to decide always. But you can take fine grit sandpaper, right, to chips, and you can sand them down. I don't know, you won't be able to see this chip because it is so tiny. Anyway, they're not made by Nespresso. They're made by Guzzini. That's the brand name, Guzzini. But when I researched it, if you type Guzzini into Google, you'll see what I'm talking about. That they are the brand that Nespresso uses to, and they make these very, very high-end cups and saucers. This is the other thing that's really cool with this design, because the handles, that you can stack them, right? Because of that design. That's the other thing I thought was really cool about them. Yeah. So that's the Nespresso Guzzini mugs. Then the other thing that I have that I thought wasn't vintage, I thought it was new. It actually turns out to be from the 80s. 4 for $25. Yeah, if you want them for $25, Annie, you can have them for $25. Do you want a set of 4 for $25? It's a screaming deal. You could probably flip those easily on like Marketplace or something like that for a lot more if you want them. You want them? Okay, you got it. So Annie P for the Guzzini. Annie P, that's 25. You got it, Annie. Yeah, they're cool. They're really cool. Okay, this next thing that I have, these are really cool if there's a designer lover in the crowd. So these are Hanamore. So I'll just try to show you there. Hane, Hanae, and then Mori. These are designer cups. There's the Hanamore back stamp. Really pretty, gold and red little butterflies. And you'll take all 5. You got it, Annie. No problem. So this is a set of 2 cups. And then there's not saucers. The way she's designed this is with plates. So, and I'm seeing this more and more actually, where new designers don't do this cups and saucers anymore. They do just the cup and a plate. It's different. So there's the 2 cups and 2 plates. The Hanamori plate, beautiful, beautiful design. So I thought this was newer, but it seems like it's from the 80s. So Hanamori designer cups and plates. And so those are $18. $18 for those. Number 23 for the Hanamori set. Yeah, this is very pretty. Very, very pretty. I just love again, it's a really fine white bone china with the butterflies. Very pretty. Yeah, okay. And then the last thing I have tonight is a chip and dip set. This is the Anchor Hawking Sereno, right, pattern. So it's that really cool textured glass, and it's a chip and dip. So it's got the original chip and dip holder, and there's the smaller bowl as well. Really cool. These can be used for chips and dip, obviously. That they can also be used for other things where you've got, you could use this for popcorn and then have some other little snack in here. I mean, you can be really creative with this. Isn't this cool? So this is amber glass and Anchor Hawking Sereno. So this Anchor Hawking Sereno chip and dip set is $18 and it's number 2. $18, number 2. Yeah, isn't that cool? I thought you'd like that, Hannah. Hannah likes to entertain when we can have parties. Not yet, but soon. Okay. Well, guys, what do you think? Did we do a good job tonight? Yeah, we did a good job tonight. Oh, Hannah, you want it? Hannah. Oh, my goodness. Selling to my daughter. That's hilarious. Aw. It's cool. It's definitely cool. Yes, this was a fun sale. I think, you guys, I love you, right? I just love you guys. It's been really fun doing these live sales. And yes, you'll need my email address, Annie. Sure. I think you've bought from me before, though, Annie, if I remember. So if you have, you don't need to send me anything. Definitely, though, if you haven't bought from me before, my email address is there on the screen. So it's vintagerous@shaw.ca. And please do send me your name, your real name, your mailing address, your PayPal email. And the other thing I need now is your phone number, because it's shipping internationally. PayPal is asking for a phone number. So if you have bought from me tonight and you haven't given me your phone number too, that's the other thing I need. But anybody that's bought from me that I know and you bought from me before, no problem at all. And my goal is to get the invoices out either tonight or first thing tomorrow, and get your orders out to you super quick. The only thing that takes me a bit of time is mystery boxes. And I didn't sell one tonight because I just want to catch up from the ones that I've got on order right now. And then I'll bring some back. I'll definitely sell some mystery boxes next week. Okay. And next week, I'm looking at selling doing a clearance sale, like a garage sale of items to get rid of some of my stock. So I'm going to have some real bargain prices. Yes, vintagerous@shaw.ca. That's correct, Annie. That's my email address. That's great. Oh, do I have time to show stuff that didn't sell? Of course I do. Of course I do. Never would say no to that. So I'll do that quick. So what I've got there, let's see. So what didn't sell? The letters and cards. So I've got a set of ephemera. It's some letters from Australia to a woman. There's 2 letters and there's a few cards as well, with sort of correspondence to this woman. So the 2 airmail kind of letters, and then 1, 2, 3 cards. And I had that going for $12, but I'm open to offers there if you want to throw something into the chat for that. This is $12, number 41. Yeah, and Doggone Vintage, that's right, is having a sale right after me at 11. So that's at 11 Eastern. So that would be right now. She's probably already started then, hey? Okay. Definitely. Thank you, Grace. Oh, and good night. Yes, have a good night. What else didn't sell? The Queen postcards. I was surprised, actually, these didn't sell because I think these are super duper cool. So what they are is a set of 4 really old postcards that are about the Queen. Oh, it's in half an hour. Okay, thank you. I'm really bad at doing that time change. So it's a Balmoral Castle and one about the Scottish Queen. So this would be Queen Elizabeth's mother. This is Hollyrod. And then this really cool one of the queen when she was young and with her father, and then her father and mother when they first took the throne. So, and these are it says on the back, that's cute. It says, this is a real photograph. So if you didn't see those are, now that was a set of 5 postcards, number 12 for that one, for number 12 for that set. The martini glasses. So these martini glasses, there's a set of 3 of these martini glasses, is number 7 for $22. Number 7 on that. I'm flying through here. So anybody, hey, Margaret Gwen. Hi, nice to see you. I'm working on your box, Margot. Oh, you are going to be a fun one to put together. I'm hoping you're going to like what I've pulled together. You had a very interesting questionnaire, so I'm really finding it fun, but I really worry you're not going to like what I'm sending you, but I'm not sure. It's one of those. So, but I do have some pretty cool things to send you, so we'll see. Okay, so the next thing that didn't sell. Oh, you've messaged me back. Okay, great. I'll check that out later. Oh dear, Stephanie from Thrifting Adventures. We're working on a collab too, so stay tuned, and we will let you know more about our collab when we get it worked out. The leaf plates are the other thing. Oh, the milk glass and the leaf plates. Okay, this set of 2 Fire King swirl milk glass bowls, smaller and a larger. $18, number 9. $18 number 9. And then I had these 2 French glass. So this is Arcaroc France glass, I think it was 9.5 inch plates in aqua. So these are $19, number 17 for those, a pair of those. And the Corning mugs that my mom picked that we were talking about the color. So what did we come up with? Mushroom brown. Hannah had a neat name. I forget the name you came up with. Latte brown, mushroom brown, caramel brown, milk glass interior with a coating on the outside. They're the Corning mugs. So those were $18 for the set of 4 for $47. And then from the newer stuff, I have this set of 4 cups and saucers that are Wedgwood, really good quality, Jasper Conran designer cup and saucer, the set of 4 of those. I was saying to start at $25. They're worth about $35 a cup and saucer. So this is a set of 4, so over $100 worth of stock here. So if somebody sells on at eBay or something, yeah. Burnt sienna, thank you, Hannah. Yeah, burnt sienna. 25. Okay, Terry, you got it. Unless anybody else wants to bid with Terry. Great. Thank you, Annie. Thank you for sending me the email. That's great. You got those, Terry, for 25. Okay. And then, this big blue. Look at this, you guys. Those that are come late. Look at this. Isn't that incredible? It's a blue apothecary jar, cobalt blue. There is a tiny bit of chips on there, on that one side there, you can see. And a little bit around the edge here. But other than that, really good and really good shape. You wouldn't see any of that with it closed. Really cool stopper on it. Again, I was going to start the bidding on that at 25. I don't think I can let that one go at 25 though. So we'd have to be a bit of a bidding war on that. But if you can try and start it off at 25, I think I would probably though not go less than 50 on that, because that can go for 150 easy on Etsy. And then the last thing that didn't sell is the Hanamore cups and plates. These 2 plates, but you might have seen that if you came in late. These are $18, number 23 on them. Yeah. So that's great. So Terry, I got you for 25 for the Wedgwood set, which you're going to love. They're absolutely stunning. And Annie for the Nespresso mugs. Great. Excellent. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much. As always, loved it. You guys are so much fun. I hope you enjoyed the Kathie Winkle, and please check out AJ Retro Vintage. Is that right, AJ? And her name is Julie. You can message her on IG and negotiate some prices on her Kathie Winkle if you're interested there. I do appreciate it. Please do like or thumbs up this broadcast if you had fun, and please do comment and subscribe to my channel. Love to grow a good audience here. Really, thank you very much. Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year. Have a good night. Bye now.